Hello, 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 hello. Okay, so start our live. So, hey everyone, and welcome back to PowerPro Academy. I am super excited today because we have something special to share with you. We officially completed our Python for Beginner series. Yes, the full journey from scratch to real projects. Now, if you haven't checked it out yet, make sure you visit the playlist. Inside, you will not only learn Python step by step, but you will also find three real world projects that will give you the hands on coding experience. So that's why you have to check it. Now, let me clear these screens and okay. So, you know, learning Python basics is just the beginning. The real fun starts when you apply Python to solve real world problems. And for that, here is the exciting news. So we are starting a brand new playlist, which is data analysis with Python, as you've seen on the screen. Okay, so in this new series, we will go on one step ahead and dive deep into data analysis. We will cover tools like Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib, and Seaborn. And by the end, you will know how to clean data, analyze trends, and visualize results like pro. So these are the things which we are gonna do after Python series. So as we know, we have cleared out our Python series, and now what we are going to do is we will introduce a new playlist which is data analysis with Python, because we already know how can we apply Python logics and loop on the different trends. So yes, the okay, so today's live session we will keep it simple. I will explain what data analysis really means and walk through for the basic example from loading data in Python to making sense of it. Basically, we are not loading the whole data in it. We are creating a data and do some analysis of on the data. Okay, so this will give you a sneak peek of what's waiting for you in the playlist. So yes, that's the main focus area of this live session. So stick around, ask questions in the chat, and let's kick off this new journey together. And don't forget, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button and check out the Python for Beginners playlist. Trust me, it will make learning data analysis even more smooth. Let's start it. Okay, so let's come to the data analysis with Python. So what is data analysis in Python? So basically, in data analysis, we generally create meaningful insights from the raw data, as you can see on the screen. So now, created presentation for you guys. So let's jump on to that and let's understand what is data analysis means. Okay, so let's get started now. Okay, so let's move on to the second slide, which is why data analysis matter. So if you think or you will see on the different occasions, let me first check my audio is audible or not. Okay, so it is. Okay, so on the second screen, as you see, why data analysis matter. So if you see around yourself, so everything which is created or which have to be created has data in it. So data is everywhere, but the raw data is useless. So we have to analyze that data, that it will gives us some insight, and then we will do some meaningful things from that data analysis. So that's why we do data analysis here. So as you know, data is generated every second. Okay, so whenever we do something, for an example, if I am taking this live session, so in the back end, data is generated over there. Everything I spoke, everything you see on your screen is a data, and this data is stored somewhere. What if you don't know the topic of the current live video? Then what you will do? So in that case, this video is a raw data for you, and you can't do something better with this live video. But for now, you know that this live session is for data analysis, and that's create this live meaningful data. Now you can extract insight from this video and apply in your real life scenarios. Okay, so if we talk about raw data without analysis, so it is useless, but with analysis it makes the human to make better decisions, it makes predictions and better strategies. For example, if we talk about the Netflix recommendations or the business sales trends, which is apply on the different businesses, and if we talk about the stock market, so the stock market analysis is one of the best example for the data analysis. So about it, businesses, apps, and even government are powered by data. But raw data is messy. Without analysis, it means nothing. The data analysis turns this mess into actionable insights. So this is why we do data analysis, and there is a pretty big demand of the data analyst in the future and as well as in the present scenarios. So there is a lot of jobs which are for the freshers as well as the experienced ones. So this is why data is necessary, or the data analysis is necessary, because everything is built upon the data. So if you do the insights better, then you can become a better data analysis. Now, let's move on to the next slide, and which is what is data analysis. So here you can see we have four cards, which is collect, clean, analyze, and visualize. So this is how we can turn raw data into decisions. So if we talk about the definition of data analysis, so the process of cleaning, transforming, and modeling data to discover useful information is known as data analysis. Now, if we talk about the steps in data analysis, so as you can see, the first card which is collect. So here we collect data. In the second one, clean the data, and after cleaning the data, we have to analyze that data and bring some insights out of the data. And in last, we have to visualize and interpret data, because we are the data analysts, but what about a person who comes from business? Don't know what is data analysis and what we have to do data. But if you create some insights, the visualization, then they can easily understand that what comes out from the data and how can we utilize in our scenarios. Data analysis is simply about turning data into decisions. We collect it, clean it, analyze it, and finally visualize it to make it more sense. Okay, so the first slide, which is why Python. So as you know, we have created a playlist which is for Python series for beginners, and in this series code in the Python, different type of loops, conditions, operators. So this is all about of the playlist, which is our Python for Beginner series. So if you are new in Python and want to explore and learn more in Python, then you can explore the hello. Hello. Okay, so my voice is gone for a moment. Okay, so I am talking about Python for Beginner series. So if you are new in Python and want to explore and learn Python from the basics, then you can explore our playlist, which is Python for Beginner series. Here you can understand what is the Python, how can we implement Python in different ways, and what are the basic fundamentals of the Python. By understanding coding in Python, you can jump onto next playlist, which we are gonna create from today. It is the data analysis with Python. So here our question is, why Python? Basically, the Python is used in many ways or in the different scenarios of data analysis because Python has several great libraries in it. If we talk about the NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, or Seaborn, it is a huge diversity in the Python and how we can create different type of scenarios with Python in the data analysis. Okay, so if we talk about the Python, so as you know, the Python is beginner friendly and very powerful. It is a huge ecosystem of libraries, free and open source, and widely used in industries such as Google, Netflix, NASA, and Facebook. So, if the bigger industry are using it, then why can't we? That's why we are going to learn data analysis in Python. So there are many tools for data analysis, but Python stand out because it's easy to learn and has a massive ecosystem of libraries. Plus, it's used everywhere, as I mentioned, in NASA, Netflix, or everywhere. So, let me check my voice. Okay, it's audible. So let's jump on to the next slide, which is key Python libraries. So we will understand that what is a library and how we can use it in data analysis in our playlist. Here is several minimize insights of the Python libraries. So if we talk about first library of Python, which is Pandas, so Pandas is generally used for the data tables. If we talk about, we can load the data in our code, the Pandas. We will do data manipulations, and we can put variety of data such as tables, CSV, Excels in our data analysis or the VS Code for the data analysis. If we talk about NumPy, so NumPy do all the practical mathematical operations such as arrays and multi-dimensional arrays, different type of things we can do with the NumPy. It has a variety of functions in this library which can help us in the numbers and the array manipulation or the modifications. Okay, so this one is Matplotlib. So what is Matplotlib? Matplotlib is basically used for the charts. So Matplotlib generally derive basic charts for the visualization and for the insight gaining. Now the last one is Seaborn. So Seaborn is also used for the visualization, but Seaborn is generally used for the enhanced or the advanced visualization. So generally, these are the four libraries of the Python where we focused on very much, and we'll do our data analysis. Okay, so let me check my voice. Okay, so my voice is coming. Uh, okay, the next slide. So here is a simple example of Python. Uh, we will also explore a simple example. This example only in our VS Code also, but first understand here what are we doing here. So we have a data here where Alice and 300, Bob 150, Charlie 420, and what we are going to do here is total sales equals to sum sales for sales in data. We are extracting the total sales, we are extracting average sales and printing the average sales over here. So as you can see in the right side, we are seeing a table where two columns are there, the name and sales, and down there is average sales, which is 323. So this is how we can generally do the data analysis and extract all the insight from the data. So this is a very small kind of data, too small I can say. We will do data analysis on the larger data sets such as thousands or the lakhs of rows in the tables. So we are gonna do these type of data analysis on a bigger scale. Now, the next one is the real world applications of the data analysis. So there are different type of real world scenarios of data analysis. If we talk about one, this gonna be so desperate. First of all, let me implement the example over here. So build the code here. Am I audible? Yes, I am. Let's go to the VS Code. So here, as you can see, we are in our VS Code. So when we create or do the data analysis, then first of all, when we do the Python programming, we have created the file with extension .py. But when we do the data analysis, okay, it's not necessary, but we have to create our extension with IPYNB, which is Python notebook. So when we do our data analysis or the machine learning part or the AI building, then we will do it in our Python notebook extension file. Okay, so this is how the Python extension notebook file looks like. We have to install the Jupyter for that scenario. We will discuss all the things related to the data analysis and machine learning in our upcoming playlist, where in our first video we tell you that how can you install the Jupyter notebook in your system and how can you start with our data analysis coding. Okay, so uh, there is an issue with my voice, that's why I'm checking over and over again in our recorder. Now, let's do one thing. Let's implement a small type of code into our test.ipynb. Okay, so first of all, what we have to do, we have to do import library, and here I am calling my pandas library. Okay, so this is my pandas library. I am running it and it's run. As you can see, 0.0 second it will take to run this line of code. Now what I will do is I will create a data set. So as you know, uh, in Python we can create a dictionary. So here I am going to create a dictionary. So name, and in the name I am giving the this and that. Okay, so my data set is created. Now the next line. So what I have to do now, I have to create a data frame. Data frame is generally the table. So this is a dictionary and now I have to create a table. So we have generally two columns, the name and age. So let's create df, which is our variable. pd dot data frame and the data. And when I run it, our data frame or the table for that particular dictionary item is created. Now let's print our dictionary item or the table. So here I am printing that. So this is my table or the data frame. Okay, as you can see, there is a two column name and age, and there the name are Elise, Bob, Charlie, and their ages are 25, 30, 35. Now what we can do is we can print the average age from the table. Okay, so for that, let's write average age, and I am going to print the df age dot mean. Now, what's going here is df is our data frame, and I am accessing the particular column from that data frame. So I am extracting age, and I am calculating the mean of age, which is generally considered as average of numbers. Now we run it, and yes, you can see that average age is 30. That's how we can create insights from data and do data analysis. That we can also create the visualization part, but we are not going to do this now. I am just showing you that how we implement data analysis with Python. That's how we can create data analysis. Now let's jump onto our PPT. Okay, so let's talk about the real world scenario. So here, as you can see, I have taken four business scenarios. The first one is business, finance, healthcare, and sport. So if I talk about business, so in business, we can do the sales trends and the customer behaviors from the data analysis. For the second one, which is finance, so here we can do the stock price predictions, risk analysis, these kind of things. If we talk about the healthcare, so we can do the patient health data, disease tracking, so these type of things we can do in the healthcare sector. And if we talk about the sports, so here we can do the player stats and performance analysis of teams. So that's how we can implement the data analysis in real world applications. Now, data analysis is everywhere. So businesses uses it to understand customer finance, companies predict stock prices, healthcare track diseases, and even sport team analyze player performance. So that's how we can create or implement the real world application of data analysis. Now, next slide is our playlist roadmap. So what is our playlist and what is the roadmap of our playlist? So here we can see this. So if we talk about module, so first of all, we will introduce the data analysis for you in the playlist. In the second module, we will do the pandas basics where we generally load the data and do some manipulation from the data. Now, in the third module, we will do the NumPy essentials. In the fourth one, we will do the data visualization with Matplotlib and Seaborn. And in the fifth module, we will do some real world projects as we do in our Python from Beginner series. Okay, so this is the overall roadmap for the data analysis in Python. So start learning data analysis with Python today. Subscribe to PowerPro Academy. Check out the Python from Beginner series first if you are new in the Python and want to learn Python easily. So you can check out. Thank you for joining. Make sure you subscribe to PowerPro Academy and check out our Python for Beginner series. Let's dive into the new journey together. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.